This is an absolute beginner's tutorial for completely new users to Blender. First of all, you can click on objects. This is the camera, this is the cube, and this is the light. Next thing you need to know is that if you click down on your mouse wheel and then just slowly move your mouse around, you can move your camera around and it pans from wherever your center point is. Right now it is right here and we have it panned around to change the center point. From here on, I'm going to do screencast keys so that you can see what I'm doing a lot better. So if you look right here, you'll be able to see anything I click if I forget to mention to say it, or if you just don't understand what I'm saying. So next, you can hold shift, and then if you click on mouse wheel again and move around, you'll pan around whatever you're looking at. From here, what you can do is you can click on the X, the Y, and the Z coordinates, and you can click from top to bottom, left, right, front, back. Next thing you need to know is some hotkeys. So for example, if you press A, it selects every object that's available, as long as it isn't hidden. If it is hidden, click A right here and it will select all items, including anything inside of a collection. Next, what you can do is, if you have all items selected, you can press X and you can delete it. We're gonna undo that though, so that I can show you a couple more things. So next is whatever part you have clicked on is your primary part. For example, when I click on this cube, I can go to modifiers and I can add modifiers. If I hadn't clicked on this previously and I were to add a modifier, or try to add a modifier, this little wrench right here wouldn't show up. From here, once you have this selected, you can click on tab and that will put you in edit mode to where you can see the vertices. And right here you have the individual vertices, the edges, and the faces. The faces are the actual squares you see, or sometimes triangles if you triangulate it. The edge loops are these little lines you're seeing, and the vertices are the dots where the lines connect. So now we're going to go out of tab mode, and we are going to look at grid snap. And if you use the hotkey G, which is to move things around, and you have grid snap on, it will snap in a grid. If you press S, you can scale things up and you can scale things down. Control and Z, it'll undo that. Now if you want to redo that, you would press Control Shift Z and it would redo it. But we're going to press Control Z and go back to normal cube size. Another thing you might like to know is that if you go over here to where object properties is, you can change the location, the rotation, and the scale along any coordinate. Another thing to know is that if you have a project that you're working on and you would like to see how many triangles you have, right here, what you can do is you can click right here, and when you viewport overlays, you go down to statistics, turn it on. Now on the top left, you'll see triangles, faces, edges, vertices, and objects. So objects is the objects you have selected. So if right here, if I click on one of these objects, it'll show me that I have 1 out of 3 objects. And when you press tab to go into edit mode, it will tell you how many triangles this object has. 88% of viewers are not subscribed, so subscribe now.